Hi, I'm Lauren Ashton Weaver. I'm a former Miss Arkansas turned pageant coach, and this vlog, I'm a pageant judge. So I'm taking y'all along with me to get in my brain of what it's like to be a judge and the whole experience. That's one of the biggest questions I get from my girls, and so I want this to live forever, and maybe it'll help you. So right when I get there, I have like an hour before judging. I think a lot of people wonder what it's like to be a judge or what goes through their minds. It's time to go into interview. My favorite champagne. I'll give y'all like a rundown of what I look for. Here's the fit. Things I love that I saw today. But what do you do when everybody's great? Good morning! Wow, that was really intense for the morning. If y'all don't know, I am definitely a morning person, but it is 7 a.m., which is not too early, but we've been on the road for a little bit. I've actually been on the phone with Luke all morning because this is, oh my gosh, so bright. Anyways, I was on the phone with Luke this morning because this is our one time to get to talk to each other, and we are headed to Mrs. Tennessee pageant. I'm gonna be judging, and I'm so thrilled to be back judging because pageants are finally back, and it's very exciting. Pin curls, gonna kind of get ready in the car as we go, so I stay fresh. Because right when I get there, I have like an hour before judging. I forgot to add, we're in Arkansas right now because I just finished a weekend clinic. If y'all followed me for a while, you know I pretty much live part-time in Arkansas and the other time in Knoxville. So we're headed back from Arkansas to Tennessee, and luckily this is on my way home. I thought it'd be really fun to do a vlog while I'm judging so that I can document my thoughts and tips for you guys as I go through this weekend and kind of show the experience of what it's like to be on the other side. I think a lot of people wonder what it's like to be a judge or what goes through their mind, so I decided to document it so I could share with you guys. So my family's not awake, but I sit here in the car and think about all of the business ideas I have for not only pageantry but other things. And so instead I voice record everything for my coordinator to listen to after. Also, I shattered my phone in the back this morning, so that was good. I like whenever I was Miss Arkansas again, and that is getting ready in the car, waking up early, but having your hair pin curled at least so you're ready for the event. I'm gonna drive through right now because I was on the phone with one of my friends, Mandy, and she was picking up pre-pageant smoothies from Tropical Smoothie, and it got me craving them. So I drove like 20 minutes out of the way to grab one. But I also could do my makeup line, so. We are here. As you can see, I tried to do my eyeshadow. Got a lot of fallout. We're gonna get ready in the car because we don't have the time to pack everything up, go check in, and then get ready. We have about 30 minutes. I can definitely get ready in 30 minutes, but a little sus on the getting to my room situation. Man, if I would have just left like 30 minutes earlier, it would have been a whole different story, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? I didn't do my under eye makeup because I wanted that to be more fresh, and same with my lashes, and I ended up getting newer product. Going for a very bold interview eyes, just continuously getting darker and darker. I'm never late. Make sure no one can see me. I'm gonna change my clothes. This is my second choice for interview for Miss Arkansas USA. And I actually wore it to sign my contract in, but I can't zip it myself. Low key, actually high key additional. 14 minutes left to go, people. It's showtime. Is this what y'all thought y'all were gonna see from a judge getting ready for a pageant? I'll give y'all like a rundown of what I look for tonight. Ah, it's raining. Come on. Pageantry is very fabulous. I was thinking about that as I was driving here. I love that. But sometimes the fabulousness requires a little in the car fabulousness. I was talking to the guy today about detailing my car, and I was thinking about the amount of hairspray you will find on everything. My little TikTok trick that went viral. And a little eyeshadow, the lashes, and blend better. Super speed, faster than I did it on TikTok. I always try to start on my left eye for things, not my dominant eye. And here we go. We got a few minutes to spare, got a front row spot, changed my purse, take a few breaths, and it's time to go into interview. So excited to get to meet the girls. We're back from interview. I had an Americano. If y'all know me and follow my other vlogs, you know I'm addicted. During interview, and I feel like I really had to control my like energy level during interview and not like woo, but now I'm in my room and I'm like woo, which is not good. So I wanted to tell y'all as soon as I could about the process, film the thoughts while they're heavy on my mind. Of course, I'm not going to be sharing any of the girls' names or personal information, but the purpose of this is just to give you an insight into what goes on as a judge. So many of my girls asked me about my judging experience, and honestly, after COVID shut down, it was hard to recall because it had been so long. And so I wanted to film this for my girls to see, for me personally, each judge is different, what I'm looking for, and what my thoughts feel like after and before this entire process and every stage of it. So of course, y'all saw before, it was kind of more like a vlog, chaotic, trying to get there. But I think that's important to remember too, is the judges are just humans too, trying to get there on time. And luckily, I successfully did so with time to spare, which was wonderful. And I was able to take a breath, eat a couple bites of food. So when I got here, we got briefed over what a title holder for them looks like, meaning what this system represents and what nationals will look like for them as well, because it is in I think 2 months from when they are crowned, which is a really quick turnaround. And they really need someone that's ready to be on this stage now. They need to be able to walk from state onto the national stage. And this is pretty common, but it is a quick turnaround. And so that does put pressure on the judges to find the right girl, someone that, you know, maybe there's a few tips or tricks they can give them, but ultimately they are ready. And a fun thing is that I do sponsor the Mrs. Tennessee pageant, and so I will be part of the preparation for Mrs. Tennessee and whoever we crowned, as well as Mrs. Mississippi. And I'm excited to be a part of it and see how it turns out and who will be getting ready. For the interview portion, of course, we had bios, and something different here is they were able to create their own bio. Of course, they had a bio sheet that had pre-written questions, but also they could submit a resume format. One of the biggest tips I can give on bio writing, which I've given to my girls, I wanted to remember to remind everyone else, is to not do huge paragraphs. Honestly, I am just skimming for keywords that I want to talk about. And so when there's a long paragraph and I only have 30 seconds to skim before you come and sit in my chair, I'm just gonna miss things. Another thing about judging this pageant is there's no political conversation, which is great. I just get to know the girls and talk a lot about what's on their bio and their personal life, get to know them. And that's something I aim for at all times whenever I'm judging. I'm not really a controversial choice judge. I want to know the girl and her heart and what she's going to do with the title and why I should choose her. Another reminder for my people watching is to make sure there are no typos in your bios. I don't know if that bothers everyone, but for me, it really does bother me because I feel like if this was so important to you, you would check it over and over again, read it backwards, find other people to read it, and really make sure what you're saying doesn't have a typo in it because it loses its strength in my eyes. Another thing, you have to remember to read your bio over, because if I ask you a question and your answer completely doesn't align with what's on your paperwork, or I ask you about something on your paperwork and it just sounds like you made it up, that is really shocking to me. When I had 30 seconds left, I would ask them why I should choose them as the winner, or I would ask them if there's anything they would like to add that we didn't have time to talk about thus far. And I really felt like that was a great time for the girls to showcase anything we didn't go over so they didn't leave the interview room wishing they could have told me more. Our interviews were 5 minutes, and at first I was like, wow, this is gonna be long because they were round robin, which I love round robin. If you don't know what round robin is, pause, side note, let me tell you what round robin is. So round robin is when you have a one-on-one interview with each individual individual judge. The opposite of that would be a panel. So you could have a panel of judges that you have a conversation with and are on the, let's say, 5-minute clock with between 5 or 3 judges. But in this case, I had a 5-minute conversation with each girl and got to know them personally and asked them the questions that I wanted to. So it was very conversational, and that's why I really enjoy it, because I feel like I get to know them a little bit deeper than I would if we were all bouncing off of each other, just hitting them with questions. And this is what we do in the USA system as well. Things I love that I saw today. One of my biggest tips that I give my girls is to lean into the conversation. Body language plays a big part in the interview with me because I can see subconsciously how you're feeling. It's okay to be nervous. That means you care, and that's completely fine to have nerves or step over your words. We are all people, and I know as a judge exactly what it feels like to be on the other side. So give yourself grace, just as I am, or whoever the judge is on the other side. A cool thing that they did on their bios here is they said if you were a judge, what is 2 questions you would ask yourself? And those 2 questions I try to ask every single girl. The reason is because you should have practiced them, and you asked for me to ask you pretty much by putting them on the bio. And so that was really fun. It honestly made my job easier. One of my favorite interviews I had with a girl today, she was very conversational. From the moment she sat down, it sounded like I was talking to a friend, of just back and forth questions and answers to each other. And it was really neat to have that experience, because that's one thing I talk to a lot of my girls about, is that it's okay to ask questions back, because it makes the judge's job easier and they connect with you more off of that, and they feel more like a friend than rather nailing you with questions back and forth and getting short-ended answers. Another thing is, and I talk to my girls about this all the time, is remember that you control the interview. So however you answer the question can really navigate my next question. So be really mindful of how you're answering your questions. Really go over your bio, because I know that most of the judges are going off their bio. They don't want to stump you. They just want to get to know you. So practice. So one more thing, literally I'm in my pajamas right now. One more thing I was just thinking about is the fact that there are so many girls saying very similar answers. So on these generic questions in your age group, really hone in on something that is unique to you and can tell me a little bit more about yourself, rather than just saying a general answer. Those are the people who stood out to me today. I'm really excited for tomorrow night. We get to see the girls' evening gowns and fitness wear, and then on stage question, and then the crowning. I'm excited to get some alone time and relax and sleep in. Honestly, I'm about to do some work and jump on a webinar I signed up for. These are my relaxing nights, is doing work. Also, I want to give Julie a shout out. She has been so kind to me this entire process and has always supported me, and I felt so much love for her, and finally got to meet her in person today, and she got us a basket. My favorite champagne, some aromatherapy. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. Jot it down. I love a good memo pad. Life is Beautiful coaster. My gosh, another smell good. Hand sanitizer. Thank you, Miss Julie. If you're watching this, she is an absolute angel and just as beautiful and sweet in person as I imagined. Y'all are being held up by a prayer of the hotel lamp. But I remembered I didn't show y'all the outfits. At least I don't think I did. So we got the second pick dress for Miss USA interview, but if you followed me for a while, I went with a red off-the-shoulder Sherry Hill jumpsuit. So this was the dress that I signed my contract in. Oh, problem is I don't know if I can unzip myself because someone had to zip me into it. And I got little flower earrings that are like champagne. And I got little champagne stilettos. I don't know. I don't have words right now, but here's the fit. Also, of course, I am so worried about what I'm gonna eat with my coffee. So I packed this from my parents' house, Kodiak, and this is my dinner because I didn't eat all of my food that they gave me, and now I'm hungry at 10 p.m. Ugh. Good morning. I just finished an incline walk situation, so I need to get ready so I can check out of the hotel, and then in between checking out the hotel and the pageant. I have all the folders of the girls. I'm gonna review some of my favorite ones, check their social media, and then do some work as well in the meantime. So let's start getting ready for the final night. We're getting ready. Got a late checkout, but not late enough. So I'm gonna do as much as I can and then get ready in the hotel bathroom, I think, and then do some work. I don't know if I said this earlier, did I? I just put on my TikTok and reels of the 2 outfit choices I had. Here's the video. I'm judging the Mrs. Tennessee pageant tonight, and I need help choosing my outfit. So this is outfit number 1. I wore this to Fashion Week a few years ago, and it said formal, so I feel like this is very formal. It has a bodysuit under it. Okay, and I have these hoops, and my hair will be down. Okay, so I'll wear these gunmetal hoops. My hair will be down. Imagine that, curled, makeup on. You got this one. Okay, and this is by Sherry Hill. The thing I like about this outfit is I have taller shoes on, so I feel a lot more powerful, and I like that it's shiny. I also like that it's a little bit more trendy, but it doesn't really show off my figure as much, and maybe that's okay. Let me show you my other option I brought. It's completely different. I bought this for a wedding. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to wear it off, but it's a little bit more elegant. I have these black and white ones or the champagne ones. I feel like these are more elegant. Wore these yesterday for the interview portion, and I just got these and was really wanting to wear them with a pop of color dress. I don't know, but I feel like this dress is formal. I don't know, it's kind of fun. And imagine, here, I'll just take my hair down. Okay. So this is like my hair down, not fixed, just got back from the gym, took a shower. This is like what we're working with. I'm gonna get ready while y'all tell me which one's your favorite, and then I'll show you which one I end up wearing later tonight. Later tonight, we'll figure out what the results are, but I think we have a really clear winner already. Bonus tip, always let your primer dry before applying foundation and concealer. Hey fam, so this was the winning outfit, and I'll post the TikTok right here for y'all to watch the reveal. It's almost time for the pageant. Are y'all wondering what the winning outfit is? Straight check, I think we got one. Option number 1 won.
It's let me see.
I'm about to head into the auditorium to finish up the evening with on-stage presentations. That would be evening gown fitness and on-stage question, as well as crowning. So I'll see y'all then. Okay, so we just finished the pageant and I'm headed back home. I just love a good like pageant adrenaline rush. It was so much fun because it all kind of happened really fast. Julie put on a great production that was really seamless. I always think pageants are fun, but I thought Luke would actually possibly enjoy that one. So the biggest things I saw from a judge's perspective, and I teach my girls this in walking, it's all about eye contact and not spending too much time on one individual judge or never looking at the judges. So it's a mixture of it all. Also, make sure you're really intentional with where you're looking. Just being really intentional with giving everyone in the audience and at the judges table some love. Also, holding your pose and really standing in the moment. I think that really deciphered the winners out of the rest, is because I felt like they stood there in confidence and really took in the moment. And there was a point when our Mrs. Tennessee I could see her just take in the moment of being on stage. It was almost like she took a little picture in her memory and just breathed in all that energy. And it was a really sweet moment to see. And I don't even know if she realizes she did so. Also, hand placement. Of course, all these things are things I work on with my girls and are a little hard to show y'all in the car. But hand placement can definitely make all of the difference in looking more confident, feeling more confident, and just your overall stage presence. One part that I was always told when competing, but hadn't necessarily experienced as a judge, was kind of the shift that you feel during interview to stage. Now, this wasn't with my top 3 girls at all, especially at this caliber. most of the time the girls you experience an interview and have a great connection with, that carries on through stage, that they have a great performance. For the most part, my 3 girls did that I had in mind. But there were girls that in interview I did not anticipate the performance and the confidence, and I think, you know, it wasn't experience that gave them that shine. It was their confidence in the moment, and they looked so happy, and it made me feel really happy and excited for them to come on stage as well. I hope that helps, and I'll continue to add some things. I'm trying to navigate my way out of Nashville right now, but as I think about it, I'll add some more things for you guys. And throw on the light just for this thought. So everyone is going for the same thing in pageantry, meaning they're all really well-rounded women who have a passion for a charity and are making a difference in their community and are so outstanding. I mean, I haven't seen a resume this weekend that didn't impress me and think that that person's an incredible person. The interviews that really set apart for me, of course, you'll remember some people just if they have an interesting platform. But I was thinking in the car, trying to recall just, you know, playing a game with myself of what I remember about each girl or what made them stand out to me. It was really the conversations that I had something to relate to them on. And then it got me thinking. And I've explained this to many of my clients before, but I kind of forget until I'm living it. It's just as simple as the science behind why we make friends with someone and why we remember them in a social setting and why they stand out to us. It's not because of all of these really great things that are on their resume on this piece of paper, which is wonderful. I mean, I think that makes an incredible title holder, but what do you do when everybody's great? It's how charismatic they are and how relatable they are to all walks of life. And I felt that really important to me, and a kind of a question I asked myself reoccurring. And if I was able to look back my notes, obviously I'm not, I turned those in, but I remember writing down my thoughts on a variety of contestants' ability to relate to all different walks of life, because as you're serving as a title holder, you're coming across a lot of different people and mingling with them and immersing yourself in their life, and so you have to kind of be a chameleon. And with that, I think that's really where I find that is an interview to see if that person checks that box for me, especially in round robin interviews. Whenever they make that personal connection, you relate to them in such a basic way, that makes them memorable. I'm about to pull in the driveway of my house, and I'm exhausted and out of ideas for right now. But I know one thing I can do, and that is answer questions. So if y'all have any questions for me at all about the pageant process, whether that's prep or for the judge side, or maybe even my experience, let me know. Drop it in the comments below, or you can DM me on Instagram or TikTok. And you can also message me on my website, which is in the link below, or book a session with me. So anyways, thank y'all for watching and following along with this weekend. I hope this is a great resource for the girls who are going to be competing, are interested in competing, and maybe feel intimidated by the judging process, or for people that are just interested out there. I appreciate you taking the time to follow along, and I hope to see you guys really soon. Bye!